Welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, featuring Katrina Ness, Vanessa Collins, and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings, Vanessa Collins, and Katrina Ness.
Welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable. We're live tonight. Special edition. Katrina Ness and Vanessa Collins are with us from Northwood University. A great colleague and friend of the Fixed Ops community is with us, Shawn Parrett, with some exciting news. Shawn, great to see you again. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
So we just returned from a big pop-up event that we had late last week. It was at the Nilo Company. It was in Sacramento, California. And Katrina, I've got to say, of all the pop-ups that we have done, certainly the ones we've done together with Vanessa, this one has got to be the best from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, this one was absolutely amazing. Obviously, in this picture, you can see Courtney, myself, Jean, and Vanessa, and then Sarah flashing to the next photo. So all the girls were there. It was wonderful, but not only us, but there was a huge audience of the community of the Fixed Ops Roundtable, various people in the automotive industry that have interest in the Fixed Ops Roundtable, and the dealership was absolutely gorgeous. Brand new Porsche store at the Nilo Company. The most perfect place to hold a pop-up event. It felt like it was built for us.
Yes.
So overall, just an amazing event.
Go back to that red car, Katrina, if you could. Is that your new demo? Is that your new bride?
Actually, Vanessa and I canceled our flight and drove that back to Fort Lauderdale and drove back up to Michigan. So,
that's one heck of a ride. That's a good looking set of wheels. So
yes,
really popular. And I don't think they would, Vanessa, I don't think they were going to let that one out of the showroom from what I heard while we were there with Tully.
No, absolutely not. I mean, right when you walk in, that's kind of the first thing you see, and it catches everybody's eyes with that bright red. And yeah, being the newest Porsche dealership in America, it definitely stood to that title. It was gorgeous, and the staff there was excellent. Tully Williams, it was so great to see him again. Yeah, it was overall an amazing pop-up event.
I really got a lot out of the fact that we had Rick Nilo. He's in this picture right here, sitting between Tully and Sarah. Rick is the third generation of the Nilo family. His grandfather started the business 104 years ago. It started in fixed operations. I asked him about that. I fact-checked Tully. He said it was true. He said everything Tully says is true. And Rick was amazing because he really took us through how they got to where they are today. And if you've noticed, all the facilities, and I had a chance to spend some time at some of the other buildings the next day, all the facilities are 5-star. They're first class, second to none, best materials, best of everything. And I asked Rick, what happens when there's ever a question on what's the right thing to do for the customer? And he carries in his pocket these core values. Katrina, we saw those on the wall as well, posted in all the dealerships. He said the answer is always in the core values, whether we should do, what the right thing to do is. So Katrina, I was very impressed with that and how he explained that.
Definitely. It was overall impressive, from the culture at the company to the people there, like Vanessa said, and just as a whole, like every single panel went smoothly. Every employee there that we met and interacted with was just top notch, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, and Shawn Parrett, the best part is everybody showed up. I don't think we had a single no-show. Everybody we were expecting was there, and then some, and it was a packed house. And we did this from early in the morning. We were scheduled to start at 8. We started a few minutes late, and it went on till about 3:30. And there were 33 panels that took place. And you'll get all a chance to see that this week on the Fixed Ops Roundtable. So grateful to everybody and grateful to all who could be there. Tony Owens, we love you. We missed you. And Dave Buckshaw, good evening to you as well up in Michigan. So happy to have you all here. Shawn Parrett, you had a pretty big day today scheduled as well.
Well, yeah, St. Patty's Day, and man, I'm still here at work. I'll be here at work probably the next 3 to 4 years, staying late. First day of school today, so here with these Northwood girls, part of the team now. So it's exciting day.
That's
That
awesome.
is so exciting. And like you said, this was your first day attending Northwood University
Yes.
online. So, first of all, what made you want to attend college and specifically Northwood University?
Well, I've been wanting to attend college, so I turned 49 this summer. So I've been, wanting to attend college for, close to 30 years. And I've been putting it off. And I've just been working. And I kind of still had this little chip on my shoulder that, I always want to get, I'm parts manager, but I've been parts manager for 20 years. And I want to do something to further my career, but I have this check that, this box I can't check off, college degree preferred, all these different things we're applying for, corporate jobs, or, even trying to get myself hired in the auto industry, whether as a GM or as a director. I cannot check that box. So I've seen Northwood mainly for you guys. For the Fixed Ops Roundtable, like I never heard of Northwood before, but so looking into it, seeing what's there, I met with the gentleman at NADA 2 months ago, seen you guys there as well. And it's just, I said, you know what, I'm just going to do this. So, and they helped me out. Going through getting everything I needed was actually pretty simple. That was my main thing I worried about. It weren't really like the classes or everything, but it's like getting, all my paperwork, my diploma, and all this stuff that I have no idea where it's at, ordering the digital copies and those things. That's what my biggest fear was, getting that stuff together.
For sure.
And it was, it's pretty easy getting in. I just can't believe it's this easy. The process is so simple. Yeah. And so I'm taking 2 classes right now to begin with, but I plan on doing this year round. So, I lose 2 classes per semester by only taking 4, but then I'll follow up and I'll take 4 in the summer. So I still take my required credits throughout the year.
Definitely. So Shawn, where are you at right now, and where are you the parts manager?
I'm the parts manager of Mercedes-Benz Van Center Warner. We're just outside of downtown Salt Lake City.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
And Shawn is an award-winning parts manager, not just any. He's got a significant background with Mercedes-Benz, and he took on this task of Mercedes-Benz Van Center Warner. And Shawn, real proud of you with the work you're doing there, and now going to Northwood. And so, Katrina, can we call him an intern as well, or what do you think?
I'd say so. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of these classes. I'm looking ahead, like year 2, year 3, and it's like fixed ops. And I'm like, oh, I should be able to do that one, the college algebra 2 and stuff like that. That's the one that kind of worries me. But the other stuff is, I should be okay with that. I'm so sorry.
All right. You're good.
I borrowed an office because I was having computer issues, and I locked this stuff in here. So, but yeah, so shoot. But yeah, that's my biggest thing. So I'm looking forward to those classes. Algebra, not doing that in like 30 years. That kind of scares me a little bit. But it's just
me too. I still have nightmares about that algebra.
Oh my God, it's A, B, and X's. So that's all it is.
Yeah, absolutely. You
got. So, are you going to get a chance to visit the campus and come up and see the ladies and everybody up there? I plan
on coming up in June.
Yes,
awesome.
You totally should.
Do we have something going on in June, the ladies up there?
We do. We have our full tank automotive camp happening June 15th through the 20th. So it'll be nice and sunny here in Midland, Michigan. And this is where students 8th grade through just graduated high school come live on campus for a week and experience, what it's like to be in the automotive industry and kind of feel out if Northwood is the college that they want to attend and if they want to, have a career in this industry. So it's super cool. And we are having also a Fixed Ops Day, similar to what we did last year. We are having, the Fixed Ops Roundtable come to campus and lots of other automotive industry professionals. And we're doing different panels and segments. And so that'll be the perfect time for you to come visit the campus, Shawn.
Man, I look so forward to it. I'll probably be one of the oldest guys there, but it's okay.
No. That's funny. No, but it's going to be great. I'm excited you're coming. Awesome.
And Shawn, you'll see a who's who of automotive that week. There'll be a lot of folks there. Not quite as big as what's going to happen in the fall with the auto show, but I will tell you, it prepares you for the auto show because last year Katrina had to kind of twist my arm, okay, maybe more than twist, okay, to come up for the full tank camp. And I'm so glad that we did, because if we hadn't come to full tank camp, we never would have gotten the full benefit out of what happened a few months later with the International Auto Show, the CAM Summit, the big pop-up event we did, and then, of course, supporting Katrina in her endeavors and next step to be the general chair of the auto show. I'm so proud of these guys, Shawn.
Yeah, I checked out the auto show because I didn't know much about it. And so you guys there's a Facebook group for it. There's some other things. It's amazing. I mean, I'm like, how do you walk around in like a day? It's like, has to be like a multi-day event, because it's like, there's so many vehicles there. How you guys have it organized with the manufacturer support. It's amazing.
Thank you, Shawn. Yeah, it's a huge event on campus. Every single, brand you can think of is probably displayed at the show, which is awesome that, students and ages from 18 to 22 are put in the hands of all these assets, and we get to put together a great event for the whole community to get involved in. But surprisingly, as a attendee of the show, you can get around it not fairly quickly, but in a day, and be able to talk to students and interact with, the teams and the kids that are running it. So it's a great event. And I think Vanessa and I have learned a lot from it that we're able to apply to our day-to-day life and our future careers as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to attend that as well.
Yeah.
Sarah Van Tyne, I know you and I will both be there in the fall. And Sarah, I'm really looking forward to having Taylor come back for her second trip to Northwood University. I understand, so I didn't share this with the ladies yet, that Taylor wrote Sarah a wonderful letter, okay, that when she got back last week from Sacramento, of course, explained how much they missed her and so on and so forth, but how she's looking forward to coming back to Northwood as well. So
that's so exciting.
Yeah,
That's so fun.
It was really nice and touching. So Gene read that aloud, Shawn. He read that aloud to Tully and the folks who were with us in Sacramento the next day. So we had a great time. But Shawn, congratulations, and looking forward to seeing you there. Shawn, in person this time.
In person. We still haven't met. Known each other for a long time, Ted. We still never met.
He asked me right before NADA, he goes, "You coming to New Orleans?" And I said, no, these guys did. Okay, they were there.
Oh, yes.
But and they were a big hit there, Shawn. So
I've seen them a lot. I've seen them running around. I mean, I'm like, man, every time you turn around, they're interviewing somebody.
We did a lot
I heard
of
they were busy. Yes.
It was such a great time, though.
It was a marvelous time. They call it Snola, and I can tell you, I went all 3 days. I mean, I went to Sunday as well, even though it was half a day, where I would tell you have to be brave to be there on a Sunday, because there's not many people there. There's all the vendors are there, but you as a participant walking around, everybody wants your attention because it's the last day to get the sales.
I know, the last day for the leads.
Yeah.
Katrina, speaking of the leads, I think the big selling feature that since you're the general chair, right, and you're fulfilling sponsorships for the Northwood International Auto Show, the big thing is that there are not going to be, you're going to get a lot of dealers coming to this thing. I remember last year, there were very few vendors, just the ones from the roundtable, really.
Right.
And then it was all these dealers, and then all the vendors had gone to digital dealer in some other town on the same dates, and there was all digital, but no dealer at that other thing. So really the place to be is Northwood if you want to meet dealers, quality dealers. So Katrina, I think that's going to be part of the package.
Definitely. I mean, the auto show, again, Northwood, it's not only great for the students who are running it and getting involved, but also with the connections that we make in the industry, whether that be through the vendors and through the different companies, but also the dealers that come on campus and support the show, or who are just also alumni that graduated from the university and are coming back and visiting and being present at the show as a whole. So it's a great place to interact and just stay present in the auto industry.
Shawn, very impressive. So I look forward to seeing you there in person.
I do. June's going to come here fast. June's only 3 months away.
Yeah, June and then September. It's all coming up.
Oh, so
Really flies.
It's a lot. So Vanessa, you're graduating, right, this summer?
Yeah, so I'm graduating with my MBA at the end of July because, Shawn, here at Northwood, we have a BBA MBA program. So for the traditional undergrad students, you can get your undergraduate degree in 3 years and then your master's your 4th year. So it's really fast tracked. And the master's is 1 year in duration from August to the end of July. So yeah, I'll be here in Midland all summer. I'll still be at my apartment when the full tank auto camp happens. But yeah, it's super exciting. It's crazy to think that I'm more than halfway through completing my master's, but it's been great and I've learned a lot. It's very different from undergrad. And I think it's definitely going to help me for my future. And I'm just happy I'm getting it done and over with. And Katrina, she's in the same boat, just a year younger than me. So she'll be doing the same thing next year.
That's truly exciting.
Yeah, it's great. It's a lot. It's very fast, but we're so grateful that Northwood provides that among the many other things that they provide. The BBA MBA program was really, a deciding factor for me that made me kind of choose to come to this university.
Yeah.
And Shawn, Vanessa didn't come to it because it was automotive.
Yeah, I didn't. So Northwood, being a private business school, we get students of all different types of majors. So, we have a lot of hospitality students, accounting, sports management is a big major, but I came just for marketing. I didn't even know it was automotive until maybe like a year into being here. Like I truly didn't know how deeply rooted Northwood University is within the automotive industry until I got involved with the auto show and then, TED with the Fixed Ops Roundtable. And then going to industry events like NADA and Apex SEMA is when I truly realized, I love this industry. So although it's not my major and I didn't get to do the classes that Katrina did and that you will do, the different automotive classes, I still got that automotive experiential learning through the different opportunities here. And I'll be, off in the beginning of August to start my career here in this industry.
Apex and SEMA, Shawn, they've both been to the shows already. It's only been a year and a half since I met these two young ladies. It was in October of 23 at the International Auto Show. And I had talked to Katrina on the phone. She was, instructed to speak to me through Cole Briggs and LG Bright and Mike Stoll. And we met and she was on a student panel. And Shawn, I said, we got to talk to this young lady, right? We got to, she's very well spoken. She understands the industry. And the next day, Vanessa was not on a panel, but Vanessa was the photographer and she was the social media chair for the International Auto Show. And she was in there taking pictures for social media and all that. And then the following Monday, I got a connection request from Vanessa. And I said, we're going to talk to her too. So here we are.
Marketing's big. I mean, marketing is big. Small tidbit. The one thing always, they pass around the words like leader and manager and stuff like that. And one of the things I was reading about was mentor.
Yeah.
For me, I have my oldest employee is 25 years in my parts department.
Wow.
I have a very young parts department. Yeah. But marketing is one thing I think sometimes we fail on. We do a great job of people knowing who we are, but marketing, I think we have room to improve here at my dealership. And one of my employees he starts college in the fall, but we were talking about it. And one of my other ones looking into it. He never really talked about it before. He makes a good living here, but he's 24. And our general manager brought up and saying, I've been wanting to send somebody to school for marketing. We'll pay for it. We'll take care of all this. So my guy that handles back counter parts, Ted, how parts and back counter parts, we're sending him to University of Utah for marketing. So he will be my parts advisor, parts guy, marketing genius for the dealership. That's
amazing because there's so much marketing and everything that's needed behind the parts counter specifically as well, because I was I just learned that, you can bring customers in not only through like the service lane or through, the variable side, but also through the parts counter and them needing a part for a car that, they may have never contacted the dealer before. So getting those dealers in through the door or getting those customers in through the door of the parts counter is a whole new way to have them enter in through the dealership. Also wholesale parts. So having that, brain, that marketing and that sales brain behind it all, that will really benefit you guys back there.
Your
So-
average person in parts, your average person in parts that picks up the phone speaks to more people on a daily basis than any service advisor or any salesperson. You might have a salesperson, if they're just making calls, just their cold calls. Yeah, they maybe speak to 10 people. Okay, service advisor, same thing. Your average person in parts that's answering the phone speaks between 5 and 10 people an hour.
Wow.
Just imagine how many people they're reaching out to.
That's
King of the North, that's true. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, Jim, for being on tonight.
Yeah.
So, Vanessa, Shawn Parrett did a panel a while back on the roundtable about having somebody in the service department from parts to help fulfill the parts for the technician. And what did we see this week at Tully's dealership where we had the pop-up? They have, Shawn, a rolling cart, a rolling counter in the service department with somebody from parts making sure the technicians get their parts. And now I hear they're going to have a robot actually delivering them to the techs as well.
I'm envious of the robot. If you have not seen the robot is amazing. Okay. It's not that expensive either. I mean, you look at the things like marketing or AI. I mean, you cannot hire somebody for the price of that robot or the AI. You cannot hire somebody for that amount.
Right. And it's efficient as well and cost effective.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to get any OSHA issues, right?
They don't call out.
They
There
don't
you go.
call in sick. Yeah.
They're not late to work. I mean, that's the thing is they're always here. I mean, that's the forward thinking. That's what we've seen at NADA. I mean, marketing and AI, 90% of everything was either marketing and or AI. I mean, that's the future.
Yeah,
100%.
totally the future. So exciting
Definitely.
stuff. So Shawn, tell us about you. Tell us about your family. You got you and your wife have two beautiful little girls.
Thank
We
you.
were talking at dinner at Tully's the other day,
Yeah,
and I was telling him about your family. So
yeah. Well, I have an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. So I had my oldest when I was 40 years old. So life started a little bit late for me. They are vastly different. I have one that is, I always say she's a typical kid. She's the 8-year-old. She a Girl Scout. She plays video games. She gets dirty, rides her bike. She does all the cool things, right? Then I have a 4-year-old that she is a diva. She worries about, like, she couldn't clean the room this weekend because she was doing her nails. And she wakes up, puts her dress on and her heels. And she's been doing this since she was walking. So I don't know what she was in her former life. She does lipstick where, I mean, my wife's not, putting lipstick and stuff on every day, but I always say I love my girls, both of them. I love them so much, but they are so different, and that's the thing I have to, we mentioned is now full-time dad, almost full-time student, because I'll be year round. And now I got full-time worker.
Wow.
I don't know if I can find an 8th day of the week somewhere, but but it is what it is. I always feel that, people recognize grit and hard work. There's a balance in the universe. And, if things are easy, they're not earned. And that's the one thing for me is, my wife, my family, my coworkers understand it. But, and then the result is I have to give 100% to each. I have to give 100% to this or I won't be successful. I have to give 110% to my family, yet I still have to give 100% to my work. It's not fair to the company. It's not fair to my coworkers for me to give them 90% or 80% on any given day. So I just have to find a way to, give all 3 sections of my life 100% every day for 4 years.
what did your employer think about you going back to school?
Oh, I think it's amazing. That's the biggest thing, because in the end result is it benefits them as well. There's only so much you can learn by emulating other people or watching people or, all the different resources we have. When you go into this, I read through my first day syllabus. I went through some of the stuff for just the first week of school. This stuff is stuff I'm not going to learn or I haven't learned in 20 plus years of working next to somebody.
Right.
And, and for me, I work for a independent dealership where the good thing is I have a lot of responsibilities. I wear a lot of hats because sometimes as you go up the corporate ladder, the corporate dealerships, you just got to stay in that lane. Your decision is already made for you most of the time. Just don't screw up, right? But for me here, we're a single point where everything runs through myself, the sales manager or the service manager. So we have to make decisions because we don't have the people on top of us to kind of make the decisions for us.
Right. What classes are you in right now, Shawn?
Strategies for success. And I got a long one that has business in it.
Oh,
I haven't memorized it yet, but strategies for success and the business one.
is it philosophy of American life and business?
No.
Okay. I know
That's
that was
a
one of the
longer one, it
first
sounds like.
that we take. Yeah, there's a lot of gen eds, but they all kind of build you up, make you nice and well-rounded for your major specific classes. And what is your major again?
I'm going to pursue a BBA in it's business and marketing, automotive management and marketing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so incredible. And I know you already alluded to it slightly earlier, but again, what advantages do you foresee this degree, providing you for your career?
I think it's going to give me an opportunity to learn. I know how to run the business as far as what I do every day. So it's acclimated to my daily, knowledge. But I think what happens is this will take it where I can learn from the best and adapt myself, because the business is evolving every year. Absolutely. And it's hard when you're in one place, that sometimes what's going on out of state in different areas, different fields, it's hard to adapt that if it's not in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So me being able to do that will keep me up to date. And now I have the job history, the tenure of being able to do this, with also learning, getting the degree, being consistent, because that's something I could sit there, I could sell myself on that. I went back at almost 50 years of age, being a full-time dad to 2 little kids, being a husband, being an employee. I work for a Mercedes-Benz dealership, so best of the best, doing all those things, and then still going to college. And that's why, for me, I can sell that on myself, the grit of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You're like a superhero. That is so much on your plate, but you seem to be handling it well. And I think if there's anybody that can do it, it's you. So congratulations on this next chapter.
Thank you.
So awesome.
Tully on the West Coast. We've been talking about you. So
That's awesome.
Great job, Tully. And Shawn, fantastic news. And
thank you.
I love it. And like Sarah says, always great to keep learning with what's happening in automotive. But you're going to bring back so many more connections. And I know you're going to be good for Northwood too. I know this is going to work out for everybody. So I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, Ted, thank you. If you wouldn't have brought these girls on in this with, your pop-up events, I probably would have never. I've been still trying to look, so this is big for me. I always told Ted, I said, I consider him a friend. Ted's a mentor for me. This is something, thank you. Yeah. I really appreciate it all.
And now, Shawn, now that you know the Northwood name, it's just going to start popping up everywhere. You're going to be like, wait, you went to Northwood? Yeah. Oh, wait, this person studied at Northwood.
Right.
You studied at the same university on LinkedIn. You'll get that notification. It'll just be everywhere. And you'll be like,
my instructor at NADA, Mark Mikulski.
Yes.
He's Northwood.
Yes.
He hit me up on LinkedIn. I put it on LinkedIn a few days ago. He hit me up and said, Shawn, you go I'm a Northwood guy. I said, oh, wow.
Yeah.
We'll see him there probably in June at the full tank camp. He was there last year. Mark does a great job for the industry. NADA, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's him and Brian Crosland I graduated with the fixed operations from NADA. So, but Mark and Brian Crosland was my instructors.
That's awesome.
Love it. Well, Shawn, congratulations.
Thank
We're going to
you.
have you back to learn more. We're going to meet you in person here in June, okay, up at Northwood. So we'll coordinate that. We'll actually be doing a pop-up event there. So we're working with Vanessa and Katrina to make this one more interactive than we have in the past. So I want to get you involved, Katrina and Vanessa. Let's get Shawn Parrett involved in how we do this and how we roll it out, working with the students.
Absolutely.
And he'll bring a lot of real-life experience. And Shawn, you'll meet a lot more people by coming up for that full tank camp, that Fixed Ops Day. So it'll be great.
Hopefully you'll see a bunch of more 40-year-olds pop up, as registrants for college here.
I love it.
I actually, Katrina, I think that Shawn Parrett could be the, if you will, poster child, right, for adults coming to Northwood, right, from retail automotive. I know you have a lot already, but Vanessa, this could be even better. So,
I mean, that's a great example, and college can come at any point in your life, and it's great that Shawn is taking on this large role right now while he's working and he's a father and now he has school. And it just shows, again, like Vanessa said, your true dedication. But if you can do it, I'm sure with your whole plate and your, arms full of what you got, I think that's inspiring and it can open a lot of doors for others.
Yeah.
Well,
And I think that you having so many years of dealership experience as well under your belt, you're going to be able to apply that to, your different automotive specific classes, similar how people apply their, career experience to their master's degree when they go back and get that at a later date. So I think you have a lot of advantages to that. And I agree, Ted, being the poster child for that and making it more normal and showing people like, yes, you can be a dad, you can have a full-time job, and you can, put 100% into furthering the success of your future and your education. So again, all kudos to you. You are incredible. And we are so proud of you.
You got two future leaders right here, Ted.
Thank you.
And I think we got the marketing message down, Paul Elliott.
Yeah.
What do you think, right? For this Northwood thing. So, Shawn, have you met LG and have you met Dr. McDonald and some of the folks up there yet?
No, I have not met anybody as of yet.
All right.
Except these two young ladies at NEDA.
That's awesome.
All right. So Katrina and Vanessa, maybe you can help extend, some invites with those folks and we'll help coordinate that. But Shawn, I think this actually could be the beginning of something really big for you and for Northwood.
I look forward to it. Thank you.
Definitely.
It's amazing how things start small and then grow and get bigger and bigger. All right.
Yes, sir.
So Wednesday night, everybody, we're not going to be live. We're going to be running a lot of the pop-up panels that you're going to see. And we're going to run them throughout the week. We're going to have a new way to distribute the pop-up starting later on Wednesday through Thursday into Friday. So you're going to see a barrage of a lot of small segments coming out at you live. And it should be a lot of fun. And we'll do that on Wednesday night as well. So there's a lot of great content that came out of that. And Jim Sabino, thank you, King of the North, for your support as well. We'll have to get Jim Sabino, Vanessa, up to Northwood as well. So
Absolutely. We need to get everybody up. It's going to be great.
He's a professor of mobile service. So,
he is. He really, Jim, that could be the curriculum right there. I see it, right? And come on up with us in June and Tully as well. So Tully, we can't wait. So, all right. So on behalf of Shawn Parrett and Katrina and Vanessa, I'm Ted Ings. We'll see you back here. And then, of course, the big event in May. And then a lot of pop-ups to be announced, everybody, coming up here shortly this spring. So stay tuned. Buckle up. Got a lot coming. See you.